Good morning, students. So, in the previous session, we had discussed the concept of economic order quantity. Here, there is one mistake. They have written reorder quantity. Actually, reorder quantity means how much quantity to order, and it is same as economic order quantity. So, today we are going to understand the concept of reorder level, ROL, reorder level. Now, reorder level means gradually your inventory after usage it reduces, and you need to order earlier so that till the time you get the new stock your existing stock should not be exhausted. Okay, so in other words, reorder level is that level at which you will place the new order. Okay, for example, let's say in my factory I have used various goods. Okay, and one such item is said it was having stock of 100 units. Now 100 यूनिट्स धीरे धीरे यूज होने के बाद इट विल रिड्यूस, एंड एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इट हैज़ रीच 20 यूनिट्स. सो व्हाट आई विल डू, जब वो 20 यूनिट्स पर पहुंच जाएगा, मेरी पॉलिसी है कि एज एंड व्हेन आई हैव ओनली 20 यूनिट्स लेफ्ट विथ मी, आई विल प्लेस फॉर न्यू ऑर्डर, okay, of 100 units again. So reorder level will tell you when you are supposed to place the next order. Okay, सब माल ख़त्म होने के बाद ऑर्डर देना चाहिए या सब ख़त्म होने से पहले नया ऑर्डर देना चाहिए? इट्स ए वेरी लॉजिकल क्वेश्चन. ऑब्वियसली सब खत्म होने के बाद ऑर्डर दोगे तो माल आने में इट विल टेक सम टाइम, एंड हैंस यू विल बी आउट ऑफ स्टॉक. देयर विल बी नो production taking place in those days. So hence it is advisable to place the order earlier than your stock is getting exhausted. So when to place order is answered by ROL or reorder level. So reorder level is that level of stock at which fresh orders will be placed for replenishment of stock. इट इज़ दैट लेवल जब नया ऑर्डर किया जाएगा फॉर कीपिंग आवर स्टॉक अप टू डेट. सो टू कंप्यूट दिस इट इज़ मल्टीप्लिकेशन ऑफ मैक्सिमम रेट ऑफ कंजम्पशन इनटू मैक्सिमम रीऑर्डर पीरियड. अब देखो इसमें हम क्या मानते हैं, बराबर अंडरस्टैंड विद प्रैक्टिकल एग्जांपल. लेट्स से एवरी मंथ यू आर कंज्यूमिंग 100 to 120 units. It means take maximum, max to max you will be consuming 120 units. Lead time or reorder period, it is the time from the point you call the supplier or place an order and till the time you receive the goods in your factory. Okay, so lead time I have already explained you earlier. Lead time is the time taken to take or purchase the goods in your factory. So lead time is 4 to 6 days, यानी कम से कम 4 दिन में क्या है you can get the stock, और max to max in 6 days you can get the stock. So here we consider maximum. means ख़राब से ख़राब सिचुएशन में क्या होगा कि मंथ में अगर हमारा कंजम्पशन ज़्यादा हो गया तो 120 होगा. ओके, पर डे 120 कंजम्पशन होगा. एंड here lead time max to max is 6 days. so it means that कि अगर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 6 दिन भी लगते हैं एंड पर डे अगर हम 120 यूनिट्स कंज्यूम करते हैं, ओके, सो 120 इंटू 6, सो दिस मैनी यूनिट्स should be kept with us. 720 units should be kept with us. So 720 units is the reordered level. So here there is one mistake in the question. Okay, actually it is not the monthly consumption, it should be the daily consumption. So हर दिन अगर आप 120 यूनिट्स कंज्यूम करोगे ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा और नया माल लेने में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 6 दिन लगेंगे, तो 120 इंटू 6, 720 यूनिट्स तो आपके पास होने ही चाहिए. 720 यूनिट्स जैसे ही स्टॉक धीरे धीरे कम हो जाएगा 720 यूनिट्स, देन डोंट वेट, प्लेस द नेक्स्ट ऑर्डर. नेक्स्ट ऑर्डर कितना करना है, इट इज इकोनॉमिक ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी. कब करना है, व्हेन वी रीच रीऑर्डर लेवल. सो व्हाट इज रीऑर्डर लेवल? सो रीऑर्डर लेवल इज मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन इनटू मैक्सिमम लीड टाइम. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितना कंज्यूम करोगे और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा कितना टाइम लगेगा उस चीज़ को आप तक पहुंचने के लिए. व्हेन यू मल्टीप्लाई दिस टू थिंग्स यू गेट रीऑर्डर लेवल. Okay, so this formula is very important. Reorder level is maximum rate of consumption into maximum reorder period. I have explained you practically. It is common sense, but common sense is not so common. Okay, so this is the thing. Many students I have known that they know the formula, they solve the question and they get the marks, but they don't know the logic behind this. भाई ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 120 यूनिट्स आप कंज्यूम करोगे एंड मैक्सिमम 6 days it will take to get your product in your factory. So when you multiply these two, you should have 720 units. जैसे ही 720 units हुआ, place the next order. Okay, so that 6 दिन तक आपके पास क्या है कि ऑलरेडी यूनिट्स रहेंगे और 6 दिन के बाद अगर ये यूनिट्स मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन से ख़त्म भी हो गए तो भी नया माल आ जाएगा. सो इट मीन्स यू विल नॉट बी आउट ऑफ स्टॉक. दिस इज द कंसेप्ट ऑफ रीऑर्डर लेवल. सो मैक्सिमम कंजम्पशन इनटू मैक्सिमम लीड टाइम. लीड टाइम मीन्स रीऑर्डर पीरियड, कितना टाइम लगेगा माल को आने के लिए. सो देर इज वन क्वेश्चन, कैलकुलेट वर्किंग कैपिटल ऑफ राजा. ओके, एंड दे हैव written few items and here tax is written. Actually it is tax payable. So gross working capital and net working capital needs to be calculated. Gross working capital is the sum of all the assets. So here we have stock, debtors, cash and short term investments. We add this. And net working capital is total current assets minus total current liabilities. In liabilities we are given creditors, dividend payable, tax payable and short term loan. So total current assets minus total current liabilities will give you what? Net working capital. Next, question number 27, calculate the operating cycle of Vijay Enterprises if the working capital requirement per week is 12,000. मीन्स पर वीक 12,000 पैसे की ज़रूरत है बिजनेस को चलाने के लिए एंड प्रोडक्शन की साइकिल इज़ 1 वीक. मीन्स एक वीक में प्रोडक्शन कन्वर्ट होगा, यानी गुड्स को बनने में 1 वीक लगेगा. ओके, एंड वी हैव नंबर ऑफ सोप्स टू बी प्रोड्यूस्ड पर वीक. पर वीक वी आर प्रोड्यूसिंग 200 यूनिट्स एंड वी हैव फ्यू वेरिएबल कोस्ट. इन वेरिएबल कोस्ट वी हैव लेबर एंड रॉ मटेरियल. So operating cycle का meaning we already know, it is the time between buying of raw material and receiving cash from the customer. Now remember this formula. Working capital which you require is your routine expenses per month, means हर महीने कितने पैसे की ज़रूरत है इंटू ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल. मान लेते हैं कि आपके रूटीन एक्सपेंसेस है पर मंथ के लेट्स से 50,000. ओके, एंड ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल है 2 months. तो 50,000 इंटू 2 1 लाख की ज़रूरत होगी. सो ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल इज राइट फ्रॉम यू बाय रॉ मटेरियल एंड यू कलेक्ट मनी फ्रॉम डेटर्स. तो दिस इज द ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल. सो इन दिस क्वेश्चन यू आर गिवन वर्किंग कैपिटल रिक्वायरमेंट. बोल दिया था क्वेश्चन में कि वर्किंग कैपिटल इज 12,000 पर वीक. सो वर्किंग कैपिटल is 12,000. It is already given. This formula I have written in month, but in this question it can be converted into per week or it can be converted into per day depending on the question. So working capital per month is routine expenses. Here working capital is 12,000 per week and your expenses per week are 6,000. अब ये 6,000 कैसे आया? Look here, we have labor charges which is 2,000 and raw material charges which is 4,000. So our expenses per week are 6,000. So how to find operating cycle? apply the simple mathematics. This 12,000 divided by 6,000 will give you operating cycle. So your operating cycle is 2 weeks. Now some students will get confused between operating cycle and the production cycle. Production cycle is just for the production. Okay, गुड्स को प्रोड्यूस करने में 1 वीक लगेंगे, लेकिन आफ्टर यू प्रोड्यूस you will sell, it will be converted into debtors and you will collect it from debtors. So production cycle and operating cycle both are different. Okay, so production cycle is given, so calculate operating cycle. So operating cycle and production cycle में which one will be greater? Yes, operating cycle will be greater. So operating cycle includes production cycle, means production के लिए जितना टाइम लगेगा it is included. So we can see that कि भले production cycle was 1 week, लेकिन हमारी operating cycle है 2 weeks. Okay, तो very simple concept is there in front of you. If you want to calculate operating cycle, then apply the simple formula. Working capital per month is routine expenses per month into operating cycle per month. Okay, so put the values and get the answer. Sometimes you are given these two things कि routine expenses है per month, let's say 10,000 and operating cycle है 3 months. So 10,000 into 3, 30,000 पैसे आपको business को run करने के लिए रखने पड़ेंगे. So out of these 3 you can find any value which they ask. Now in question number 28, you need to be careful how to calculate working capital. So illustrate with an example. They have given one example. Now in this example they have written कि X company limited is planning to produce 1000 units of component Y per week. 1000 units component produce करने वाले हैं and raw material is 2 per unit, labor is 1 per unit. Okay, it is mentioned, and raw material का cost is 2 per unit and labor का cost is 1 per unit. Raw material is stored for 2 weeks and work in progress duration is 1 week. So they have given this information. Okay, now you know, though it is not necessary, but I am explaining you this thing in detail कि how in practical life we calculate working capital. So now in the question you want to produce 1000 units and raw material is 2 per unit and you are storing raw material for 2 weeks. So 1000 प्रोडक्शन करना है इंटू 2000 यूनिट्स लेने पड़ेंगे और वो 2000 यूनिट्स 2 वीक का हम स्टॉक में ही रखेंगे. ओके, सो 2000 इंटू 2 ये पर वीक का हो गया. पर वीक 2000 यूनिट्स और 2 वीक्स का आप स्टोर करोगे. तो दिस इज़ फॉर रॉ मटेरियल विच वी आर स्टोरिंग. 4000 रुपीज़ उसमें ब्लॉक हो जाएंगे. Then next again I have written raw material. This is for production. Okay, second one is for production. Per week 1000 units we are producing. Per unit we will pay 2 rupees. So total 2000 units है. Every week 2000 per week we need to buy so that we can start production. So 2000 will be blocked in raw material. Then labor per week 1000, 1 per unit. So total 1000 will be blocked in labor. Block means we need to pay to labor. We need that much cash. Then finished goods is kept for 3 weeks. Please note, in finished goods we need to add 2 costs here in this question. raw material and labor. raw material 2 rupees, labor 1 rupees. तो जो finished goods बनेगा उसकी कीमत cost price is 3 rupees. So 1000 finished goods बनेंगे 3 rupees एक की कोस्ट प्राइस होगी और वो 3 वीक तक स्टॉक में रखेंगे, यानी उतने पैसे हमारे ब्लॉक हो जाएंगे. ओके, सो 1000 इंटू 3 इंटू 3, सो 9000 विल बी ब्लॉक्ड इन फिनिश गुड्स. फिनिश गुड्स को बेचेंगे, इट विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू डेटर्स, और डेटर्स से कलेक्ट करने के लिए कितना टाइम लगेगा वो भी पार्ट है ऑपरेटिंग साइकिल का, एंड इट वाज गिवन 2 वीक्स. सो डेटर्स से कलेक्ट करने के लिए 2 वीक्स लगेंगे. ओके, सो डेटर्स को जो हम सेल करेंगे उसकी जो कोस्ट प्राइस है फिनिश गुड्स की वही लेनी है. 3000 यूनिट्स आर देयर, सो 1000 इंटू 3 इंटू 2, सो इट विल बी 6000. सो टोटल 22,000 money is blocked till the time you buy raw material, till you collect from debtors. So देखो ये अलग अलग स्टेप्स है. पहला स्टेप जस्ट रिकैप, buy raw material, store it. Second, buy raw material, start production, consume it. Then pay to labor. Then make finished goods storage. Then sell finished goods and recover your money from debtors. So these are the steps, right from we buy raw material and we collect from debtors, and total amount blocked is 22,000. So this they have explained with practical example. Then question 29th is very easy. Calculate economic order quantity and the number of orders to be placed during the year. They have written annual consumption. Okay, so for our reference it is D. D means demand, annual demand. It is, second is buying cost per order. Now buying cost, in other words, it is ordering cost. So please note this is O. Okay, ordering cost. So cost of placing order, in our formula they are using the word P, cost of placing the order. Okay, so it is ordering या placing of order का cost, and they have given price per unit, it is selling price per unit, and storage cost is carrying cost. So storage cost is given as a percentage of inventory. Now this is very important. Sometimes they give storage as a percentage. So whenever they give as a percentage, this percentage is to be calculated on the selling price. Okay, so I can say that कि our carrying cost is storage cost. It is, I can give you one formula, another way to calculate carrying cost. So carrying cost is equal to selling price per unit into some percentage, if they have given percentage of carrying cost. So in this question they have given selling price per unit as 100 and carrying cost is 12%. So 100 का 12% is 12 rupees. Okay, so it is carrying cost. So this one is C for us. So here we can see कि D है annual demand 12,000, P है placing of order cost 20 per order, and C है carrying cost per annum which is 12. So when we apply the formula root 2 PD upon C, we get economic order quantity which is 20 units. So I hope this concept is clear to you. Okay, you need to apply brain sometimes to understand the concept properly. So I have tried to explain you in an easy way, but you know this particular chapter will demand some, let's say, practice from your part so that you can understand these concepts in a better way. It's numerical, it's scoring, and it's easy. Okay, so with this we have completed this chapter, and now only 4 chapters are remaining in entrepreneurship that we will complete soon. Keep practicing, ask doubts, Be happy. Bye bye.